GTA 5's most iconic mystery is Mount Chiliad. 12 years later, the mountain still feels unfinished, surrounded by theories and speculation. But the reason the mystery remains unsolved isn't because players failed to crack it, it's because Rockstar never finished it. Atop Mount Chiliad sits a strange mural. An eye rests at the mountain's peak. Lightning strikes down its sides, and a series of paths cascade toward three images: a UFO, an egg hatching, and a man wearing a jetpack. At first glance, the mural feels completely nonsensical, but the mountain itself gives us a clue. Etched into the viewing platform is a phrase: "Come back when your story is complete." That sounds straightforward. Finish the story, come back, and something happens.
You are D-O-N-E fucked!
Hey, one thing, T. I'm getting too old for this nonsense.
Still, nothing's happened. So maybe complete doesn't just mean the ending. Maybe it means 100% completion. A good thing I've already done that, but still, nothing has happened. So let's look at the mural again. Notice the lightning striking the mountain. I need to come back when it's storming. Once you've completed the game 100%, and only during a storm, a UFO finally appears above the mountain. Well, that explains one symbol of the mural. Check the UFO off the list. But that raises a bigger question. What about the egg? What about the jetpack? These symbols are never resolved. And that's where the mystery changes. Because what if the symbols were never meant to activate through hidden steps or secret conditions, but through content that never released? What if Mount Chiliad's mural wasn't a puzzle meant to be solved, but a roadmap for single-player DLC that was abandoned after GTA Online's success? Single-player DLC isn't very common anymore, but when GTA 5 launched, it was the standard. Rockstar had already done it with GTA 4, so players expected the same thing again. And more importantly, Rockstar expected it too. In December of 2013, Rockstar announced that single-player DLC for GTA 5 would be released in 2014. That never happened. Years later, the 2023 source code leak confirmed what many people suspected. GTA 5 had multiple planned story expansions. Reportedly, there were plans for up to 8 single-player DLCs. Some were smaller expansions, but 3 of them really stood out to me. The first was the Norman episode, a full zombie apocalypse storyline that ended with the player finding a cure. 8-year-old me would have been all over that. Another was Liberty V, a planned map expansion that would have brought Liberty City back into GTA 5. I guess we'll be seeing that in GTA 6. But the most important one was called Agent Trevor. This DLC would have followed Trevor in a series of high-stakes, government-style missions, basically a Mission Impossible campaign inside of GTA 5. Rockstar co-founder Dan Houser later confirmed that single-player DLC was cancelled to focus on Red Dead Redemption 2. But it's hard to ignore the other factor here. GTA Online was exploding in popularity. And this is where things get interesting. What if the Agent Trevor DLC was meant to explain the Mount Chiliad mural, but was quietly repurposed for GTA Online? Because years later, GTA Online received the Doomsday Heist, a storyline that always felt slightly out of place. In it, you stop a rogue AI named Clifford from launching nuclear missiles. These are not heists in the slightest. You are literally saving the world. No one is grinding these missions for money. That's a Mission Impossible plot in a game where you rob banks and steal cars. And in the heist finale, Where did this all take place? Inside a secret government bunker and missile silo embedded directly into Mount Chiliad. And what else was added in this update? Jetpacks. Suddenly, one of the Mount Chiliad symbols makes a lot more sense. Even the cascading pathways on the mural make more sense knowing there's a bunker hidden inside the mountain. But then there's the egg. The egg does appear in GTA Online, locked behind a secret bunker resupply mission, where you steal the egg from a crashed UFO. So, in a way, that explains it. But doesn't it feel a little underwhelming and a little unfulfilling? That's because what we got wasn't what Rockstar originally planned. The jetpack fits well enough. It's a strange implementation, but it makes sense in the Doomsday Heist. But the egg really doesn't. The egg feels like an obligation. Something added just to say the mural was technically addressed, without ever explaining what it was supposed to mean. Whatever the egg originally represented clearly didn't survive the transition to GTA Online. And I can't help but think it was tied to something much bigger. Maybe even a full alien-focused DLC that was scrapped long ago. At this point, the Mount Chiliad mural stops being a mystery about aliens or jetpacks and starts being a reminder of content that never came. But I'm curious what you think. Do you believe the mural was promising single-player DLC that was abandoned? Or do you think Rockstar designed it as a mystery that was never meant to be solved at all?